Due to the ignorance of our host, parental discretion is advised.
Have you seen those? They're actually selling, because I went over this because I would love to have a shoe, like a sneaker that you design for the studio, for the Beehive. Just one pair. And as far as I know, it's not that expensive.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a Nike?
Yeah.
Or you just have somebody take a Nike like that and then paint it?
That's what I don't know. Because so doing the helping the OGs, they have one guy one time that came with another fella, and apparently all he does is design sneakers. And so I asked him, I said, how much is it? And he was, I mean, it was like, not even $200.
That'd be pretty dope.
But I'm like, you know how cool would it be to have a sneaker for the studio? I just leave it here. But so I started looking into that, and they have markers that they sell for you to do.
I watch videos all the time of guys taping it off and fucking painting them and stuff. I think that'd be cool.
Now, I gotta get into this. 2 weeks ago, you guys gave me so much shit because, you know, if I'm paying $100 for a pair of shoes, it's already an arm and a leg. You should see the kind of shoes this motherfucker's going for.
I can imagine.
Brian is already at another level.
You guys are material guys, though.
Well, I'm just trying to step my game up, man.
Yeah, you guys are material guys.
Like,
what is that? Wait, hold on. Why are you saying that you're disappointed? Like we didn't grow up to your standards.
Like, how did I end up hanging out with this group of friends?
He's talking to us like this is a family meeting. So you guys are material guys.
You guys are material girls, and we are living in a material world.
No, dude. So the last pair that I bought. So I haven't posted it. It's on my story. I bought it because I thought they were up for the drawing, right? So as soon as you know the time went on, I clicked on it, and then I came to find out those were not for drawing. Those were just, hey, they're available. Go ahead and buy them.
Right.
So I just went click, and it's just one of those things. Ever since I bought the first two pair, I haven't been able to win anything. So now I just go, okay, I'll go for those. And like, you know, 8 o'clock, they're like, boom, and I go for it. I never get them. So this green ones, I click on it, and then it's like, got him. I was like, fuck. I was like, I wasn't very excited about it, but I'm like, but I did actually I did want them. But then I started thinking today, because I posted some that I got last or 2-3 days ago, and then I got these ones. Is that fuckboy, dude?
Yeah.
What is a fuckboy?
No.
You called me a fuckboy earlier, and so I'm trying to figure out what the fuck that is.
No, dude, I love saying that nowadays.
I just don't know what exactly that is.
You know what, Justin? I don't feel the vibe for you today, and I'm kind of disturbed about it.
Well, we can turn this off. We can go home. You guys can finish the show. For God's sakes.
Dude.
It's been a long week.
Okay.
For starters.
Okay, my bad. Sorry,
This
Dad.
right here is the first beer I've had since last
week.
podcast.
Well, cheers.
I stopped drinking on the weekdays. I'm a vegetarian now.
Yo.
What?
I'm vegetarian now.
Are you doing the Amanda thing?
I've been doing it for a day.
Wait, you're material
Here's
girl.
what's odd is I don't crave meat anymore. I crave...
Well, it's been a week. It's been a day.
No, leading up to this, so we'll go eat.
Yeah.
I'll just get a salad.
Now, you and I have been from scratch. You had a salad.
Yeah.
You're a salad boy.
I'm a salad guy.
You're a salad man. Let's just call it
I'm a
salad
salad
man.
man.
A salad man.
A salad?
I don't...
Let it be simple. Salad man. Anyway.
But I don't... You know how, like, you see, like, a fucking steak, and you're like,
Yeah.
It doesn't appeal to me
Now,
anymore.
I've never had that, though. Honestly,
Really?
I've never had that. But obviously I do.
And I feel like a lot of the digestion issues that I have in my life, I feel like as I see this pattern, or maybe it's because I'm eating meat. Now, my mom, her whole life, she ate meat. And
Yeah.
she said she quit eating meat because of her digestion problems. And she says, as soon as I stopped eating meat, that all went away. she's been a vegetarian for 20 years. So I'm trying to do something different because I feel okay, but I don't feel like I should. I still don't feel like I have energy and shit like that, and I'm just tired of it. So it's just time to try something new.
Yeah.
So I'll probably eat meat every so often, but I think I need to give it a fucking break here for a minute. Chicken does nothing for me. Doesn't even sound good.
Dude, it's funny you say this. I've been making like chicken on the Instapot with some brown rice, and I've been eating that every day. I am in heaven, dude. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I could see that.
I got some dirty dumps.
But I think maybe because we ate chicken so fucking much.
Yeah.
It's like, what's for dinner? What's the go-to? Well, there's chicken in the fridge. Let's just cook chicken. We'll put it on the grill. It's easy to cook.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty healthy for you, right?
Yeah.
As long as you're not bathing it in fucking barbecue sauce and shit like that. It's fairly healthy for you, right? But I just don't... I look at it, I'm like, I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry, but I'll kill a fucking salad. Mm-hmm. I'll kill a salad. Which brings me to my first story here.
Okay.
So me and the wife went to From Scratch last Saturday.
Okay.
Had a date night with the wife. We went out.
Was my daddy there?
Yeah, he was there.
Nice. Did you recognize him?
I was like, hey, he's like you didn't recognize him. I'm like, well, I don't. Nobody knows who I am, so it doesn't matter. So I don't blame you. But it was good. And I had some good food. Had some drinks. It was popping.
Really?
The busiest that I've ever seen that place. It was like, you know, when you go to the bar, you can't talk because it's so loud. It was like that in there. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, good for them, man. I was like, shout out. And he's like, yeah, he's in the back cooking right now. And I seen him for just a little bit. But
all that promotion work you guys did.
Fuck yeah,
so
dude.
I engorded myself.
Yeah.
Like I fucking, when we go there, we fucking eat, right?
Yeah.
So I wake up the next day and I go to the bathroom. I sit down, and you know how when you got to shit in the morning, before you shit, you pee, right?
Yeah.
As you're sitting there, you kind of, and I'm strolling through my fucking phone, and I just glance down, and I'm pissing blood.
Wait, you eat beets?
That's what I'm getting to.
Okay.
I shit, and I wiped, and I was like, oh my God. I went into a full-on panic because I thought something bad had just happened, right? And sure shit, I had the beet salad, and I have never had that happen to me before.
Oh, really?
But there was more beets in this thing than I've ever seen. It was beets with a side of lettuce.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But it was so delicious. I fucking ate
Beets
the
are
whole
so
thing.
good. If you don't like beets, you're fucking out of your
Exactly.
mind.
And my wife's like, no interest in tasting those.
What's wrong
She's
with
like, they
you?
taste like dirt. I'm like, they taste like delicious dirt.
You don't like them either?
Nope.
Dude, when I was a kid, obviously, if you look at my heart right now, it's like it's an old guy, it's your fucking fault. But I used to eat those fuckers with salt.
Ooh, I bet that is good. Ooh, yeah. See, now you sparked my
Let's put
interest.
our health in danger.
Yeah, healthy, not no more. But oh yeah, beets are good. So yeah, I went into a full-on panic. That's never happened to me before.
Huh.
And it was like, and when I wiped, now having
You smell it.
having Crohn's, and I tasted it. Having Crohn's,
You got worms?
having Crohn's, that happens. And I
Yeah.
thought, well, it doesn't happen this quick like this. Like
Ooh,
if there's
okay.
blood, like it's usually builds up a little bit here,
Or you
and then
start
it gets
spotting
bad.
like your period.
Exactly. I'm like, oh, get ready to
You know
snap.
how many times I talk to the wife, I'm like, hey, you wanna, get some? And she goes,
like, I'm
I'm on my
spotting.
period. And I'm like, yeah,
I'm
like,
spotting.
I'm like, well, how bad? She's like, I'm spotting. I'm like, oh, we're getting down.
Oh, we got some towels. We don't give a shit
I'm being
about
a
it.
Dalmatian right now. So it wasn't blood.
I don't know, because the next day everything was fine.
Oh, cool.
But like I said, I fucking tripped out. Dude.
Yeah. I haven't been there in a while. I should go.
It was good.
Yeah.
Had the beet salad, had a tomato bisque soup, had the Firestone bread
No, I
that
haven't
they bring
eaten
out.
anything today, so that sounds delicious.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
Let's go.
Had the seasonal. Well, no, okay. So I asked for the seasonal beer, and I said, "So what's your seasonal beer?" Before you tell me if there's anything to do with pumpkin, don't even tell me about it, and tell me something that doesn't have pumpkin. He's like, "It has pumpkin in it." I'm like, "Nope, don't fuck with the pumpkin. Don't care what it's in. Pumpkin can fuck yourself."
You don't do pumpkin in October?
No, and so I'm okay with like pumpkin pie. It's got to be like a little piece this big and this much fucking whipped cream, right?
Yeah.
Then I'll eat a piece of fucking pumpkin pie, but one piece maybe.
I'm not down with it either.
I don't do the pumpkin. Everybody's like pumpkin latte. So I go to Starbucks and they're like, I get the cold brew and I
Yeah.
have a little bit of sweet cream in it. And the lady's like, you know, it's even better if you put pumpkin sweet cream in. I'm like,
Shut up, bitch.
yeah, bitch. That's why you work in there, and I'm a multimillionaire. For
Yeah,
God's
you
sakes,
told her.
look at my work truck.
That's that fuckboy shit right there. Pumpkin spice and a
No,
latte.
look at you and you're fucking. You're just like that guy that we know that is a DJ at a famous radio station. I show up on Sunday. He's like, "Oh no, I had just my spicy latte." I was like, "Excuse me,
Yo, he gave me a shirt, dude.
dude." I was gonna say, do you realize how many people in this state have that shirt? As in, there's not many.
Yeah. He's like, you want a shirt? I says, does Pinocchio have wooden balls? He's like, come on over here, my man.
Dude, they give that. They give one shirt a day, dude. Imagine.
Oh,
that.
wow. Well, thanks. Shout out to my man, Dre Rocca.
Yeah, dude. What are you following? This is the this section of the podcast when we give Dre some shit. Are you following his fucking quick bites?
It's Quick Bites.
Yeah, you don't even know what that is.
It's been such a bad
He
week,
puts
dude.
he puts an episode out there that is like 6 minutes, 5 minutes. And I go, I get it and I don't.
It's content, right? That's
I
content.
know, but it's like right when I'm about to start getting into the
the conversation.
conversation is like,
like,
all
all
right,
right.
where can they find you? I'm like, I just don't. Yo, I turned my so the OGs ran to the studio yesterday. I started playing it here at the parking lot. I didn't even make it home, and the fucking episode was done. I'm like, what am I gonna do for the rest of the 7 minutes that I have left?
At least he's putting them out there.
Yeah,
Because I'll tell you what, it's like we've done episodes with people,
yeah,
and they put them on the shelves for weeks.
yeah,
Does that drive you nuts?
yeah, dude. I don't know how
And I
people
think
do
maybe
it.
because it's our turnaround is so fast, because I like to put the conversation out there when it's current, right?
Yeah.
What we're talking about could be happening today, yesterday. You know,
You know
what? I
what?
mean?
You know what's funny? It still kind of fucks us. Like what you were talking about last week. You were talking about your predictions, and I'm like, well, why don't you wait next week? And he goes, because by the time this comes out, because it's so fast.
Yeah.
But it's still like being that fast. It's still because it's not the day of. It's just like when we say to Brian, where can they find you? And he's like, I mean, I can tell you, but by the time
it's
this
not
is
gonna matter,
out,
right?
I don't know where I'll be next week. And it's like, I get it, but just tell us anyway.
Now it makes sense.
Give us your
So,
dates.
It makes sense.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, that's the so. I know why you're talking. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yeah, what happened? Because we did an episode of a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We'll let everybody know when it's time. And there was another famous. There was another known podcaster that was doing it after us, and that episode went out first.
We got bumped.
And I'm like,
We got bumped. The fucking other side of the Beehive got bumped.
yeah, dude.
And we're OGs.
Don't they know we have?
OG triple
No,
OG.
you gotta admit, we're OGs,
We have 3 podcasts under our belt.
right?
I don't know if people know this.
Do we?
Come on, first one.
Oh yeah. You're right.
See what I'm saying?
No, you're right.
Dude, I'm in such a good mood. People have been telling me, just today, someone texted me, friend we both know, and he goes, dude, I'm so glad you guys are doing video nowadays because I'm catching up with everything you guys are doing. And the fact that I get to watch you and see your guys' expressions, see you guys blowing each other, it's fucking awesome. I was like, thanks, dude.
Thank you.
Shout out to Dre. I'm just kidding.
Shout out to your mom.
And then another one, and also for that we worked with, he was like, he sent me a reel.
A reel, huh?
A reel, and it was a movie, and it was Ryan Reynolds, and in the movie he turns to a guy and he goes, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize every moment you ever, like what the fuck I said, and I was like, oh cool, yeah. Like I started laughing, and he goes, I saw your vlog with Becca, and I was like, oh cool. I was like, man, thank you, dude. And 2 days ago, somebody texted me out of the blue. You and I know both of them. You and I both know him, and he was like, you guys should do more than one episode a week. I was like. It's just so. It's
tough.
It's just so
really
not
tough.
there yet. There's such no need for it right now.
It's tough. It's so tough. I mean, you've got a lot going on. Both of our schedules are kind of full.
Yeah,
but it'll be fun. Maybe you never know.
maybe during the layoff.
I think we should do another live episode again, like we did.
Speaking of live, dude, shout out to the Beans and Rice podcast. They record the episode, and I think it goes live on YouTube, and then they upload it to audio on Fridays.
Oh,
So
okay.
the episode is on YouTube first, which kind of makes sense because when you see their views, it's like, wow, this has been out for 2 days and they got this many.
They killing it.
On YouTube, they are.
Good for them.
Yeah, they have the shout out. They have the K the dog.
Yes.
there this time.
Yes.
And they had some fun. It's that's a cool structure they have there because every time someone goes there, they do something fun with it. So it's kind of like let's play a game. So this kind of they do something cool with it. So
Are we lacking that?
there's some people that I will like. You and I have talked about.
Yes.
And I said, dude, if they come here, it'll be fun to do something fun with them.
I think we should do that with a lot of guests.
Yeah, but now we're copying though.
You played bongos with Kay the dog, Angel. You remember that? You did bongos and a.
Yeah, but my boy wasn't here.
I don't know.
But I mean, but
And
it's,
I think the last time we had guests was Rob. And that shit was super
yeah.
serious.
I wasn't gonna be like, hey, you in trouble. he lets the balls hit him. She's like, what are you doing? I was like, my bad.
We're drinking goldfish and regurgitating them. He's like, yeah, it's almost died. I'm like,
God damn it, dude. Is this a hate crime?
Yeah.
Every time I bump this table, dude, my little bodies go.
you need to glue them fuckers down like you did the Ninja Turtles.
Well, this one is still like every time I sit down, one of them falls.
That's the ghost in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, John Jones got arrested this morning.
Oh no shit! What did he do?
Happened again. Domestic violence. Destruction of what is it when evidence when you destroy evidence? Like destruction of evidence or whatever, and property damage.
Yeah. Now here's my question.
Some things never change.
Now
man.
here's my question. What do the cops do? Can you not do that, please?
Oh, yeah, to John Jones.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
True, right?
Dude, I'm so excited about tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm really fucking pumped, dude.
Do we have some confirmed people coming?
Yeah, it's not gonna be quite as big for what I've. That's what she said, but so. It's just funny you mentioned ghosts. Did you see Amanda's story about 2 days ago? Mm-mm. I woke up about 5 in the morning, and first thing you do, as a fuckboy that I am, I go and like look at my phone, and I'm like this.
As you like blink 100
Yeah, I have
times.
to, like,
You're
I
like,
have to like, look up for the brightness. But she posted a thing on her stories that she lives alone with her dogs, tiny fucking dogs, and one of them is blind, so it's not like they're gonna help. And she was hearing the wood, what do you call it?
the floors.
Yeah, but
Creak.
and it sounded like there was somebody in her house. And so her story was like, hey, I've been sitting here for like 2 hours. I keep hearing noises downstairs, and I'm sitting here. She was protected. I will say she bought a bazooka. But then so obviously I woke up and I'm like holy shit, like, are you, because obviously you don't hear anything. She's like, I've been here for 2 hours, and I'm like, oh shit. So I was like, you okay? And she says, yeah, there's somebody just I guess what happened is someone left the window open, and she doesn't know if like the wind or whatever was kind of like making, I don't know, this her explanation, not mine. Maybe like the cool wind was kind of like making the wood either expand or shrink, whatever.
Yeah.
But but she was like, I'm like, did you find out what it was? And I said, I don't know, maybe ghosts. I'm like, if you told me that I live alone and there's ghosts in my house, I will burn the fucking place down. And she's like, right? And I'm like, she gets me, dude.
So
fuck ghosts.
what?
Oh, yeah, because you're afraid of ghosts, right?
That's right.
I heard the haunted house story on Drake's stuff when he was talking about being at the haunted house that one week.
Yeah, I won't.
Do you think
you're
a
kind of
do you think
scary,
a
guys.
do you think a ghost would be in like a new home though?
Yeah.
It's not a new home.
Depends on where it was built, maybe.
It's fairly new.
What
home.
if she brings it with her though?
Do you believe in that though? That you can bring spirits with you? I believe if there is,
I believe in a theory
bro
called
science.
love. Yeah.
But I think. Do you believe in life after love?
I was like, I believe in a theory called love.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Don't you think that it would be more likely for a spirit to be around if there was something that happened in an area, in like a home, there was like a murder or a death or something like that?
Yeah.
So like older homes, like my house, fucking is from the 50s, and you could say, oh, maybe somebody might have died. That's a long time.
Well, but like somebody could have died in that area, but
Like Indians?
or like died in the house that was there before the house that's there now. I had a buddy of mine that his father.
Wait, what was that wing call about?
I know. Did you see that?
Fuck, dude.
His father,
What a fuck boy.
his parents died in an explosion.
He was fighting off a fucking seizure. He's all, anyway.
Surrounded by beer and Diet Coke. He's like, maybe it's a ghost. We're like,
Might have been having a stroke.
He's all,
what the
fuck is that?
shakes
Wing
it
call
out.
about
He
it.
did his all. All right. Yeah, we're going with the story, bud. Keep it going. Let me know when I need to speak up. Do you want me to jump or something?
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
obviously, if there was a place that was gonna be covering ghosts, would be this one.
Yeah, probably, huh? This is a pretty old building, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if you can find out if somebody died in here. I know you can go on that website. They want you to pay money, though, and you can find out if somebody's died in your house. It's like $20 bucks,
Do
though.
you want to know that?
No, so I've never done it.
When I first moved into my house, like recent, like I would say about a couple years after I bought it, one of the kids told the wife, and then the wife told me, "Do you know that there's carving in the tree?" And it says, "Help me." I was like, "Where's the dozer?"
Yeah, right?
Fucking knock this bitch down.
He called me. He's like, Brian, you got any gasoline at your house? Let's go.
Holy
He's like,
shit.
"Fuck, dude," and
That's
he
so
does.
good.
Yeah.
You always see those ones where, and I thought about it when I laid, because I have hardwood floors in the house.
Yeah.
And then I laid like hardwood laminates over the top of that, just because I didn't want to refinish them. And I thought about how cool would it be to fucking spray paint or paint in red, fucking help me, and then like drag blood into the fucking heater vent or whatever.
Yeah.
I always thought that would be cool. And that somebody's pulling up the
Yeah.
floors like, what the fuck?
Or put like one of those fake skeletons in the.
Do you know they make like
doing the wall.
rugs that, like, if you get them wet?
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yo, this brings
I
me.
watched this video of this chick get out of the
Yeah,
shower.
I think we've all seen that same one.
Brings me to a good point right here. What are we gonna wear for Halloween?
I got my Halloween costume.
What is it? Can you tell? You don't want to.
I'm just gonna say you.
Have I seen it before?
No,
Okay.
I just bought it.
Oh, you're an early shopper, huh?
Oh yeah,
I'm
always.
telling you,
It's cheap.
motherfucker. I'm telling you.
Angel, you know my costume game.
Did he go all out?
You know my
there
costume
was
game.
there was a point in time he was. Were you the Yeti?
I was the Yeti.
And he was like it was a big costume. Like he was like there was.
Oh, wow. It was like a
it
full
wasn't it wasn't a
fucking-
mask. It was a fucking.
Inflatable.
Oh, wow.
That was cool.
I was Shrunken Head Beetlejuice.
That's right. That was a. Shout out to you, B. That was a bad dude. His fucking suit, his shoulders were like this big,
And so it made my real head look like
which is
super
already
tiny.
impossible.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Tiny fucking head, dude.
Pretty
That
hard
was
to-
cool.
Pretty hard to
you
make a
remember-
bowling ball look small.
Do you remember the mobster costume too?
Yeah,
The mobster costume with the big shoulder pad. Everything I do
but
is
it's got
inflatable.
everything I do.
I do it for you. Shout out to Brian Adams.
Shout out to
Yes.
Brian Adams. Are you? Is it like a scary thing or kind of like playful kind of thing?
It's not real scary, but when I do my costumes, I don't like people to know it's me. So, I don't like people when I walk down the street. People take pictures with me, but they don't know it's me. I love that. That's my favorite thing about
Dude,
Halloween.
you know how this podcast makes us realize things about ourselves, and like it makes me know you a little better. I've known this motherfucker for 20 years. I didn't know he takes care of his hands because he thinks that people watches his hands because he's a DJ, and now he's like, hey, you know, when it comes to fucking Halloween, I get my shit together. I was like, all right, dude, relax.
Kind of like Masked Singer, you know. I like to walk down the street and nobody
Have you seen
knows
that
who
other
I am.
show that's gonna start now? About
The Avatar joint?
That's so stupid, dude. Have you seen this?
I've seen the commercials for it, but I've never watched an episode
You're a
of
Masked
it.
Singer guy, right?
Yeah, I've watched a lot. That just started this
The
last
first two-
Wednesday. I
the first
watched
two
it with the
episodes?
kids. It was good shit.
Guess
So
who, I think I may be mistaken, but I think I read. Guess who's gonna be in Dancing with the Stars? Megan Fox's ex-husband.
Oh,
Brian
yeah,
Epstein
shout out to him. We talked about him last episode, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yeah, see us making dreams happen.
dude, the fucking you laughing last week with your beer coming out of your
Oh,
nose.
dude, it
that
hurt so
noise
fucking
was
bad.
so fucking funny. It's
Hurt
like,
so bad.
I'm like, what the fuck? Oh shit! I have another one. I didn't post it today. I'll post it tomorrow. But yeah. So, what should we be?
I don't know. I think we've chatted about this.
Yeah.
Dude, that you being Angel was classic.
He didn't think it was very funny.
I
In fact, he
thought-
mocked me about
I
it.
thought it was fucking hilarious.
He's
What
like,
did I
no,
say?
I can't remember what you said. No, we have to be original. I was like, excuse me?
I'm like, hey, but I'm
You
talking
opened
about.
the closet, you're all, what can I make out of this right here with no thought whatsoever? Oh, I have a jersey that Little John's never worn and a hat. Oh, done. I at least put thought into it, and you were bashing me about not being
I did-
original.
Hey, it took me a whole year to do it, dude. It's not like I no, I didn't hate it. I was just like, I think I texted her and I said, dude, we gotta get our shit together when it comes to, because obviously if you're gonna buy a custom, I'm guessing it's gotta be pretty soon, right? Because in fact, I thought, how cool would it be? You and I go custom shopping and vlog it. 'Cause,
Oh, okay.
I'm a vlogger now. But also,
Fuckboy shit right there.
but
What was
also,
that wink about?
I didn't even notice I did it.
Good one, B. Shout out.
But here's my thing, though. I don't know how you're gonna do with trying shit on.
I won't try nothing on. I'll see it. Yeah, it looks fine. We'll buy it. I know how tall I am. I know how fat I am. I don't have to try something on. So when I go shopping for pants, no, I'm not trying them on. If they don't fit when I get them home, I won't bring them back. I'll just buy them and then go get another pair later. I'm weird like that.
Give this to your, give those to your wife.
Yeah. Yeah, I won't try anything on.
You know what okay. You know what I don't have, and I almost bought last week. White jeans.
White jeans?
Don't do that.
That's fuckboy material, dude. When did my fuckboy start? You know what I think it is.
Joining BTS.
You know what I think.
Right
You know
after
what I
or
think it is. You know what I think started this fuckboy thing.
Explain, please. The shoes?
Those things right there.
Yeah. So, I've never owned a pair of white shoes in my life.
Yeah.
I haven't taken them off since I bought them, and I'm like, I've always tried to kind of match a little bit with the shoes I wear, but I've always wore a black shirt, jeans or shorts, and a pair of black or black and white, Chucks, right? I put the white ones on. I'm like, well, they match everything.
Yeah.
They match everything, and they all look good as long as you have clean shoes. It's gonna be hard for me to go back to anything black.
Yeah.
I bought pastel colors shirts lately because I'm trying to get away from the black, and I'm like, I look good.
Yeah.
I look good.
I had this conversation just yesterday
With your mom?
with a very good friend of mine
With
Your mom.
With a girlfriend.
about changing the wardrobe for men. Like, you know, because I went and got all those hats, right?
Yeah.
And I got 3 more coming.
Jesus Christ.
And then, you know, like, maybe we need to stop just matching our shirts with our shoes and,
What do you mean we? I haven't done that in forever.
you know.
What do you got, a turd in your pocket?
Huh?
Nothing.
What shirt is this, Champion?
Yes.
How old is that?
Huh? I just got it.
Oh, I didn't even know they made those still.
Yeah.
Oh, but this
JC
is-
Penney's big and small.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You know.
JC Pitt. But
It's hard to find, you know.
oh, speaking
my
of this,
size.
are we doing this tomorrow or what?
Oh, going to the bees?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I got to look that up and I got to figure out when they're going to be
Damn.
open. You coming?
No.
Oh, well, fuck you then.
Please, dude. No, but you know what though? Because
I said that with all the love in my heart.
you got a good point because he's like, well, you can buy that at Fanex or not Fanex. What is it? Fans.
Pro Image.
Yeah,
Pro Image.
Yeah.
But the problem is, it's the same thing that I dealt with when I was trying to buy the Jazz jersey. They do Jazz, but they got to make sure they have everything else. If you go to the Vivint, they only have the Jazz, so they'll have every single thing the Jazz have ever made.
Yeah.
The only
So
thing
if you go to the Bees, you can find everything. If you go to Pro Image, they're gonna have a tiny little wall of just medium, small, and if you, it's gonna be impossible to find
the
your
only
shit.
thing that I'll be able to buy there is probably a hat.
Oh yeah, dude.
Maybe, because I got a big head. But
Prove it.
the 7 3/8.
Are you circumcised?
Yes.
Are you?
That extra skin adds a little to it. Huh? Anyway, no,
I don't know what that's got to do with the size of my.
Your head?
My hat
Everything,
size.
bud.
I'd be more concerned with my shoe size than my hat size when it comes to if I'm circumcised.
What size head do you wear a fitted hat with?
7 3/8.
No way.
Yep.
I wear a 7 1/4. How is that?
5/8. Sorry.
I don't think your head's as big as you think it is there, bud.
My head believes it's as big as it is.
No.
When
At least you have faith.
I took some old ball caps today that I went through my closet and I put some of them on. They're like yarmulkes now. I don't know.
do you tie your shoes?
No.
Ever since I've been buying the shoes, these are the only because this was I got them, on that.
I do I put them inside, and unfortunately, I'm so dumb. I just put them in there, and I just deal with the fact that I'm stepping on my shoelaces all the time. It drives me nuts, but I don't ever do anything about it.
Have you ever seen that you can get the elastic ones? I tie a knot in mine.
I thought about that, but sometimes the knots pull through the holes.
I leave them hanging, but I don't. These like the only ones that every other pair I just put them on. Yo, what's the burping? You and I.
The beer's what does it.
Yeah,
to
but
me.
what about me?
What are you drinking?
Nothing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He hadn't even drank the Diet Coke I brought him.
I'm sick and tired of me clear my throat, dude. This is actually helping a little bit. I've done it, but it's just that little cum that goes to the back of my throat.
Yeah.
That
Dude,
tingly thing and hitting.
I went to do Dre Español a couple weeks ago, and Dre's like, "Do you want a coffee?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Now when homeboy says you want a coffee, he's talking about caramel and fucking the whipped cream and all that shit. All the shit your boy likes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, give me some." Obviously, he's not gonna give me a little tiny one. He gives me a fucking
Big tall boy.
20 grande para siempre is fucking size of fucking thing. And so he gave it to me, and I didn't even touch it. And he goes, "Dude, what the fuck?" And he goes, "It's just like I know it's gonna give me that cummy throat."
Yeah.
And I don't know why, dude.
Yeah, we used to drink coffee when we were doing these on Sunday mornings.
Remember that shit?
We always had coffee, and we eventually. Remember, we weren't drinking at that point either because it was Sunday morning. We never drank, and then
LDS. We just came back from our mission.
one day we said, "Why don't we just record on Friday night since we can't make a Sunday happen?" Never turned back.
Yeah.
And then I think we started drinking and we said, should we just do this all the time?
We got to start monetizing that, dude. On Fridays, we pod.
Ooh. That's a good shirt right there.
Yeah.
I remember the first time he invited me on a Sunday morning to come and I'm like, can I drink?
Oh,
He
yeah,
goes-
that's right.
Yeah.
he goes- I go, can I drink?
On a Sunday after, like you've ever had a reason to not drink, for God's sakes, Brian. Holy
But that was
shit.
back when, listen, that was back when remember when we got the studio? When we got the studio, it was under someone else's management. And they told us you can't drink here.
And I'm like, can I drink?
So
And he
even
goes,
even when I had the boys here, because you were out of town, and I had back when we had the table, and that was like our first multiplayer fucking episode.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, we can't drink here. And
yeah,
they were
he goes, I go, it's Sunday morning, and he goes, yeah, 10 a.m. And I go, can I drink? He goes, Jesus Christ, Brian, are you going to be drunk at 10 a.m.?
I
And
can't.
this is back
And
when
I-
this is
I
back when he
can't
was
do it.
playing too.
And,
I can't do it.
And I texted him back, and I said, don't judge me.
This is back when he
judge
was
me.
playing. So obviously,
You don't know my life.
Walks in the house at 3:00 in the morning, and he's like, "I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be up at 9 to get fucking ready episode." Dude, thank God we're done with that shit, dude.
Yeah.
Where were we?
I'd be so worse for wear on a Sunday morning.
But anyway, so I got my hat. See my hat?
Shout out to the kids from the Lake Talk.
I went to the bar on Saturday, to a bar named Sue, 8136 South. There you go.
8136 South State Street.
State Street.
Hopefully everybody will be there on Saturday.
What did you
right?
say about?
Everybody will be there on Saturday.
Well, this will come out Monday, so if you had plans on.
Somebody told me, I'll tell you who, later. He was like, "Where do you watch the fights?" I'm like, "Oh, we're gonna do this thing." And he goes, "What time?" And I go, "This person," which I won't say the gender because that's not who am I to assume. And I said, "Dude, you coming?" And he goes, "I might." It's like,
Well, he said, and he says, so it's a him, so.
is that what I said?
Yeah.
All right, man. But I was like, dude, dude, you'll make my day.
Really?
By the time this comes on, he goes, you didn't.
You'll be disappointed.
By the time he listens to this, he'll be like, hey, sorry I didn't make it. I was like, no, it's cool. I was so crying over there.
Yo, I finally got to go to the studios and record with Dre.
Yeah.
We did the Fight Picks Touch Gloves,
Yeah.
episode 2.
Nice. Oh, dude.
Do you have a name
That's
for
so
it now?
sexy.
That's what
Touch
Dre
Gloves?
called it, and
Hey,
that's what we're
Dre
calling
has
it.
many branches, bro.
Yeah, he does.
It's hard to
Smart,
keep up.
smart man. So, what a cool place.
Yeah.
What a cool place. You
really-
know, other than I stood outside in the streets
Oh, yeah.
like
yeah.
a pedophile,
Yeah.
waiting for him to come
Oh, yeah,
downstairs.
yeah. That's what,
But,
that's what I
Like-
do.
Like one of the homeless people out in that
And what do
area.
you do when you're standing out waiting for somebody? And what do you do?
Nothing.
Just stare at your phone,
Just-
right?
yeah, yeah.
Stare at your phone,
Yeah.
and people are walking by, and you're just like, "Fuck."
So, did you park across the street?
Yeah,
You had to pay?
yeah, oh, yeah.
Because there was nothing, right?
Yeah, there's
So
nothing.
when I go on Sunday, it's open. So I get that going for me. But also, when he says, hey, I'll be downstairs, I say, I'm coming down. I was like, all right, cool. So I get out of my truck, and then I stay there. And sometimes it's a 10-second wait, Sometimes it's a 2.5 minutes. And I'm like, well, I want to start talking to bums because I don't know what the fuck to do.
Me, 15 minutes. I stood outside and waited. He's just standing there, just waiting, staring in the glass doors because I'm like, well, don't really know what to do. Never been in here before,
Yeah.
so I just waited. But no, it was cool. It was cool to go down there.
You don't realize how many radio stations we have here until you walk into that place.
Right.
You're like, Jesus Christ, dude.
No,
How many,
we
how
walk
many
in-
radio stations owned by the same company?
Yeah.
Broadway Media.
Yeah.
Right. That was pretty cool. It was cool to see where everything is done. And then to go in there and he's like, yo, where you're sitting right there, he was like, Dre. He says, went through this whole list of guys. I was like, damn, dude.
And also, which I didn't know, he told me this, and I don't think it was I don't think it was Dre Español or his podcast that we recorded. I think it was just off camera kind of thing. I didn't know it's locally owned.
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
What's his name owns it?
It's the guy who owns Real Salt
RSL,
Lake.
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't.
There was a big thing about that, but we won't talk
I
about
think we
that.
talked about
Do they
that.
want to buy this fucking podcast? Do they want to buy this podcast? Let me ask you this, okay? There is a podcaster out there who was talking about somebody got a hold of, let's call it it, so I don't fuck up again. Somebody got a hold of it and said, I would like to buy your podcast. And this person was kind of excited about it and looked into it. Not my thing to say. Obviously, I tell you about. But how do you feel about that? Someone says, "I want to buy your podcast." Isn't that like a big no-no? Because it's like, well, I don't want to be under anybody. Obviously,
I think it would depend on who it was. If it was somebody that you knew was kind of the right genre for you, the right style for you, maybe it would be considered. But if it was somebody, some Joe Blow off the street that was just looking to invest in, buy things, then no.
Now, what will be the move to do here if, let's just say Barstool says, I want to buy your podcast.
With them, I would.
Okay, but obviously they don't. They're not gonna change anything because they're all about. Obviously, you express yourself the way you want to. But let's just say this happens to us. Could we be smart or not? Will we be smart for us to say, hey, how about we try it for 3 years and see where we're at?
Try it after or
No,
buy it and then
like we belong to you for 3 years.
I think when they buy podcasts, they buy it forever though. They own,
I don't think so. Wasn't that the deal for
Fighter and the Kid through Fox?
No, I don't. Was that
maybe?
Wasn't that the deal with Call Her Daddy? Because the one chick that's not there anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She was like, well, we can get out. We can go make more money somewhere else. And I think after he said, well, if this is how you guys are going to play, then fuck you guys. And then the smart one said, no, I'm staying. And that's when they split.
Maybe. I think you would definitely want to have a lawyer involved.
Yeah, for sure.
What
did they say? We'll give you the lawyer. God damn it. You're fucking upset.
would be way over our head.
Yeah.
Right. But I think you definitely would want to do your research and be smart about it, because I would hate to, let's do it. And then they're like, hey, Justin, come sit down. You guys are killing it, but I think Angel would be better suited with somebody else. So I'm like,
dude, why you always put yourself down? Dude, I was listening to...
See?
That's how it goes down.
Right?
Dude, I was listening to T5K today or King of the Sting, and they mentioned the Ryan Duncanman. What is that?
See, Ryan Duncanman.
Did you hear about it? I was laughing so hard. It's like, Ryan Duncanman says, fuck this show. It's not going anywhere. And then Ryan Strickler's like, I'll take it from here. And then
$53 million a year. And he's sitting in a one-bedroom apartment.
They go, the Mexican with the dreads, they don't fit the demographic we're trying to go after. And the next thing you know...
the next episode's up. Welcome back to the other side of the Beehive. I'm black.
Dude, I keep giving you this. This is my boy Justin, and it's just another guy, dude.
Don't change the name or anything. They buy my fucking handle.
They put Angel on some other show somewhere else that meets the demographic.
God damn, dude. That's so fucking funny. I heard it today, and I'm like, oh, holy shit, dude. Fucking Justin. Yeah, because I was thinking about, because, this person was talking on a podcast, and just like that.
This is a local podcast you're talking about?
Yeah.
They can't say any names?
I'll say it after.
Okay.
But I was just like, doesn't that sound fishy right from the get-go?
You have a product that is valuable, right? And other people see it.
The person that wanted to buy the podcast wasn't, let's just say, wasn't a Utahn.
Regardless of where they come from, you have a product that's valuable, and they see value in you and your content, right? So it's not outside the realm of possibilities, but you want to be smart and know what you're getting into, because think about how many, you could say podcasts, you could say bands that sign to a record label, and they all of a sudden, hey, the band's great, but let's take this guy out and put this guy in.
Or,
you know
or
what I mean?
Change the direction.
Because they own everything at that point.
Or change the direction of the music that they're making.
Right. That's why you've got to be careful with sponsorship, right? You've got to make sure that the sponsorship that you take is going to
Maybe that's why we don't have any.
right, be something that you believe in first and foremost, because you don't want to be fake on anything you do, and as well as not change you as content-driven individuals, right? So it would be interesting. I mean, what a goal. What a great thing it would be for us, but I mean, I don't see it happening.
No, I know, I understand that, but I'm just saying if because obviously once you have, if you happen to have the umbrella of bar stools like what we're talking about, this is just an example, obviously, that already puts you at another level,
Right?
am I right? It's like someone saying Spotify. By the way, so the chick. See, I don't know how that works. So the chick that stayed, I call her daddy. She is only on Spotify now. So it's not Barstool anymore.
No, I think Barstool still owns it, but I think that's who they're exclusively through.
Yeah,
That's their. They
Is
don't
that the
put
Rogan thing?
Exactly. That's where the content is exclusive to, and then you get into the like me. I subscribe to Spotify. I pay $10 a month to do everything on there. Same thing, you know. YouTube, you can get on there and you can watch it for free. You're going to get ads in between it. But when you go to Spotify and you're exclusive to that, that's the only place that you can go to see that stuff. It's like Rogan. How big is fucking Spotify now that Rogan's on there? Was the biggest reason for me to keep my Spotify subscription.
How often you listen?
I love every day. I love
Rogan?
Spotify.
No, Rogan.
Oh, not Rogan. It's pick and choose, right?
Yeah, right.
Sometimes I think the content changed a little bit,
Yeah.
and I think he's a little bit more mellowed down. But to me, it was what got me into Rogan was the fight stuff, and then the comedians. Now that's a little bit more outside of that stuff. So the comedians, the fight stuff, and interesting individuals like Quentin Tarantino, I always listen to those ones. But if it's a doctor from fucking whatever, I'm like, I'll pass.
But that's the thing, though. But if you were Rogan was taken care of to begin with, right? Like he has done well for himself. For him to take on this thing, who was gonna make him even richer. But then you have that little bit of rules you have to follow. Like, I don't see him doing it, though. But it's like you say, like, same thing for me. It's like, obviously, I think the last one I heard was him and Segura.
So do you think that, I guess put this in perspective, do you think that his pocketbooks were fat from sponsorship?
Yeah.
Right? Imagine how much fatter they are now. From that. So not only do you get sponsorship money, because he's always got, 5 or 6 reads before his episodes, plus the Spotify money. YouTube, they weren't paying him for any of that stuff. He didn't make any money from that.
They get money. They get money
off
for
of views.
The advertisements inside of the segments or before the segment.
Right, but he's always had sponsorship advertisements.
Have you seen there's no more Fight for the Forgotten? There's no more.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, isn't it?
Shout out to Justin Wren.
Now, is he a fighter?
Used to be. I think he still fights for Bellator. He was on the season 10 when Schaub was on The Ultimate Fighter. He was on that season with Kimbo Slice. He had short hair, fucking beautiful ass teeth.
Now, you sent me a video.
We're going to go down this road, huh?
You don't want to talk about it?
No, we do.
We do.
We should talk about
Why
it.
don't you tell the people what you sent me?
I sent a video. First and foremost, how great are the Kevin Hart fucking... You could add that. You could, any cringy video out there, you could cut and add that, and it makes it amazing, right?
Yeah. Look at it. I'll send it.
Come look at it.
I'll send it to you.
Look at it.
I'll send it to you.
So there's a clip of, and it's the clip that they use, and everybody's seen it that's watched the UFC. It's like, coming up next.
Yeah.
Fucking, right? How good was that impression, right?
That was dead on.
Shout out to fucking Mike Goldberg. where they show the guy in the room, the same fucking orange background. They're in their shorts and they're fucking shadow boxing, right? So Nick Diaz had to cut one of those. Now remember, Nick Diaz has not fought in 6 years, right? So they had to do an updated one. And it was as cringy as you could imagine it would be.
Yeah.
Now, we go, ooh, when you see it. Imagine what he's doing when he has to do that shit, right? He's not in his early 30s or late 20s anymore, right?
Yeah.
He's a little flabby. Fact, what breaks my heart is that this fight was supposed to be at 170 at welterweight, right? Now, when this comes out, this is all past.
Yeah.
And we'll know what happens, right? But he was supposed to fight at 170. 2 days ago, they said, I'm not going to make 170. This has to be at middleweight. So now the fight's at 185, which worries me because if you're days out from your fight and you're like, I ain't going to make weight. Yeah. It's kind of scary.
So what? Yeah.
Robbie Lawler's like, whatever. I'll stop cutting weight right now.
Yeah.
So they weighed in. Robbie Lawler was a pound under today. Nick Diaz hit it right on 185. And Robbie's just like, whatever. I don't know what it means, but whatever. I'll do whatever. And so, worries me, man. Worries me.
He's a little doughy.
You can tell.
So, are you going to change your prediction?
No.
On
That's
the
my
show?
guy. I ride and die with that guy. That's my guy. I ride and die. And I told this story on the Touch Gloves. I didn't know a lot about Nick Diaz. I knew who he was. I went and saw Pride back in 2006. And he fought that guy right there. That exact fight right there. Takanori Gomi. And I was a Takanori Gomi dick rider. Like the way I ride for Nick Diaz now, that was my guy. The Fireball Kid killed everybody in Pride. And he was, because he was an Asian fighter, he was huge in Pride. So he was supposed to fight another guy. The other guy fell through, and on a couple days' notice, this kid, Nick Diaz, says, well, it's in America. I'll fight him. So they have him come in. I was like, whatever.
I'll watch it.
The first round, and mind you, Pride is, the first round is 10 minutes.
Oh, Jesus.
Second round is 10 minutes. The third round is 5 minutes. The first round, Takanori Gomi put it on Nick Diaz, like bad. Almost finished him. They get to the second round, and Nick's just said, enough's enough. Goes in and pulls off one of the, you can count on one hand how many omoplatas have been finished on fighters within an MMA history, right? Put this dude in an omoplata, and as you know, as you're cheering your fucking team, they're like, yeah, they have fucking 5-point lead over it, and there's 2 seconds left or whatever, and then fucking Tom Brady throws a fucking Hail Mary, right? And it's like, fuck! That's what I got, and I was so disappointed, but it showed me what a bad motherfucker this dude was, that he took that dude on such short notice. Now, mind you, a week after the fight, after he finished him, Nick popped for marijuana.
Yeah.
Not only marijuana, but the highest level that anybody's ever popped for marijuana in a fight. They say, and this is just hearsay on the underground, you can only pop that way if you were smoking a joint on your way in to the fucking walk-ins. High as fuck, and finishes one of the greatest 155ers to ever fight back in the day. So that is my Nick Dory. That's where this whole love of him started. I mean, he's the way he goes in there, he talks shit. He's just so original before anybody did that kind of shit.
Do you guys think that they should be testing for weed anymore?
They don't anymore.
They don't no more.
Now that it's legal in a lot of states, they stopped doing that. So
in their prime, which brother wins?
In their prime, Nick. It's older brother stuff. You're right. Your older brother, I could kick the shit out of my little brother. It doesn't matter how. It's still the older brother. It's just like the father-son. The father's always going to beat the shit out of the kid, right? In their prime, Nick has always been sharper. He was always been tougher. Now, Nate he was always had a huge persona. When he got that Conor fight is when he blew the fuck up. That's when all the casuals were like, oh, this fucking guy. Because he does exactly what his brother did. Talk shit to everybody, had a don't give a fuck attitude. The way you think every fighter should be, right? It's great to see fighters like GSP be respectful and, have...
Silva.
Same thing,
Yeah.
very respectful guy, have that martial arts fucking, respect everybody. But a couple of guys come in and they're just like, I don't give a fuck, I'll fight anybody. Cowboy Cerrone, same deal, right?
Khabib.
Khabib's different. Khabib was way different because he just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Came
What
out.
I'm talking about, he's not a shit talker.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Except for when he's in there, he's beating your ass, and he's talking shit, right? So,
Did you see what happened in between Canelo and the other guy?
oh, dude, Caleb Plant.
Yeah.
Did
you see it, B? Oh, look
you
it
should
up, man.
you should pull it
look
up.
You're
So
gonna-
Canelo,
you're gonna appreciate this.
Caleb Plant, face off.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you pull it up, you'll find it. So what got
Yeah.
me? CAL. I think it's EB.
EB.
Canelo.
What?
Yeah, Canelo.
There you go. Right there, dude. Go to the video.
Yeah, go to videos. What gets me? The third one down. Yeah, that one right there. What gets me is the push, but watch how fast he throws that left. Watch this. Watch this left. Boom! So fast.
He fucking split him
So
open,
fast. Split his eye open.
One more time. One more time.
dude. This is not a good one though. You got to.
Yeah, I hate
This
that
was from
it's
far away.
boom.
Caught him from right here.
Yep. Pound for pound, the greatest.
Are you
right
gonna watch
there.
that?
Yeah, I'll watch that one.
Yeah?
Absolutely. I think it's in November. Yeah,
wonder-
pound for pound, the best fighter right now, bar none.
Do we know if a bar named Sue has the
Ooh,
has boxing?
that'd be a good question to ask. I know a guy.
It's not on here.
I think it's just
Caleb Plant's big. He's huge compared to Canelo. But
You can see
Canelo's
that-
on a
you can
different
see that
level.
when they're standing together. Like,
Yeah, Canelo's on a different level.
yeah.
So it'll be a good fight though. Caleb Plant's tough.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday. I was like, holy shit, dude. But did you hear what happened? So I think because Canelo,
Language fucking barrier.
kind of speaks English, but not really, as far as I know. And they were talking shit to each other, and Caleb said "motherfucker."
Yeah, he's all whoop your ass, motherfucker.
Yeah, and so
Canelo.
Canelo thought that he was talking shit about his mom. He said "motherfucker," like you fucking my mom or something like that. That's when he pushed him.
I can see that.
He said, "That's not what I said, dude." He's
Good one too.
Yeah,
Good
dude.
fuck right here. What would have been sad if it was like the face off before?
Yeah.
If they would have canceled the fight
oh really?
because of a cut. Oh yeah, a cut like that. Yeah, that could open up.
Yo, so speaking of cuts, the Nick Diaz does he bust open as easy as really?
Even worse.
No shit.
Even worse. Yeah, they say that he's had his bone shaved down. Yeah, he's one of the worst to have scar tissue that opens up.
God damn, is that picture real, dude?
I mean, look up
You just go.
look up Nick Diaz. Did I?
He's like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Record. And go to when you click on that, go to Sure Dog. Down. Right there. Now go down just a little bit and then there you go.
26-9.
So but let's go over this list right here. So no contest. Overturned from the NCA. That is when he got popped for marijuana again, and they were going to suspend him for 5 years. Lost to George St. Pierre, but went to decision with him. Lost to Carlos Condit on a decision. But look at the names as we go down. So BJ Penn,
Wow.
Paul Daly in his prime,
Yeah.
Evangelist Santos. Maybe you guys don't know, that is Cyborg's ex-husband.
Oh wow.
KJ Noons, who was huge back in the day, right? Sakurai, rolling down. Frank Shamrock, Ken Shamrock's brother. Keep rolling down. Gleason Tebow. Josh Neer, the dentist. He lost to Joe Riggs. Lost to Diego Sanchez. Keep going down. Robbie Lawler.
Yeah. So this is the second time they fight.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at that, they fought back in 2004.
Yeah.
Chris Lytle, who is now a governor.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Mike Wick. Good record, man. He's
You're
fought
a-
the
I'm
who's
excited,
who.
dude.
You're a UFC guy because you know their nicknames.
I'm excited, dude.
Back in 2001.
Especially that area, like right there. That's my jam.
I'm excited about tomorrow, and this person to say might come. He asked me, "Oh, you guys watching
You
the
work
fight?"
with him?
I'm like, "I'm watching the fights." Yeah, and I said, "Yeah," and he goes, "Well, who's fighting?" And obviously, I don't know all the names like you guys do, so I'm like, "What's the return of Nick Diaz?" And he goes, "Oh, I would love to see that." And I'm like, "Fuck, dude, if you show up, you make my day."
Right on. Yo, now that we're talking about, I just hate to make this a fighting podcast.
It's all right.
Brian will dig this one. Jorge Masvidal.
Wait, hold on.
Flying-
Hold on. Don't tell me he's going to wrestling.
Pull it up for me. Jorge Masvidal versus a guy you guys might know, Chris Jericho.
Let's talk about doughy people.
And then go to videos, my friend.
Jorge.
J-O-R. There you go. Go to videos, my friend. Go to the... Yeah, that one's good right there. Boom!
Wait, what is this?
The same knee got fucking...
Did you see these, B?
Well, I've heard.
No, yeah, I'm on top of it. AEW, or whatever.
AEW has some of the
In a suit too.
MMA guys in one of the
Rewind
stables.
Rewind that. Now, by the way, that's the same knee that he got Ben Askren
Yeah.
with.
Oh my god! Can y'all pay me something so I can get YouTube Premium so I don't get these commercials?
Hey, are we gonna buy an?
Here he goes. Boom.
Fuck Chris Jericho, dude. I never liked him.
Okay, well,
So the stable that Chris
isn't he a lead singer of fucking
Yeah, he was
Fozzy.
Fozzy? Yeah.
So
he has good pipes. So.
Oh my god, I can't even remember his name now. Chris Jericho and Jake Hager, who is an MMA guy.
Yeah, he fights for Bellator.
Yeah, Bellator guy. Are wrestling two of the AEW guys who their boys are MMA guys. Let me pull up some stuff.
Would it
for you.
be Phil Baroni and
Filber Rosas?
Phil Baroni?
Filber Rosas? Like silver?
Shout out to that guy.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, so
Andre Arlovsky and Junior Dos Santos. Oh, no
Junior Dos
shit.
Santos. Yeah. Those are the guys that are
why is
Andre.
it- did you notice that?
Dan Lambert stable. Dan Lambert's the mouthpiece for
So Dan Lambert's a legendary
Yes.
MMA coach,
Yes.
wrestler.
Dan Lambert is the mouthpiece.
Let me know when you're
for-
talking about Adam Lambert, bud.
for all these
What do you
people
want from me? You know who that is?
in
No.
AEW.
Oh, that's a guy from fucking.
American Idol.
No, he's
the
from
one who was
the
singing
View, right?
He's the one who was singing.
Oh, for
he's
Queen.
The,
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I was thinking about the one from fucking what's that band? Ooh, careful! There's a lot of fucking money back there, bud. What's the one?
Everything's empty back here.
What's the other one from fucking Maroon 5?
Adam Levine.
Oh, okay, yeah, big difference there.
Adam Levine. What's the other one? Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne.
He was a skinny boy. You were saying that you like black shirts. I only wear black shirts. I was thinking about that song. He was a skinny boy. Dude, wouldn't it be? You know how sometimes you listen to a podcast and
He hears that song in his head right now.
you know how sometimes you listen to a podcast and when the podcast is done, if you don't move on to another one, it'll give you the one that you left off.
Yes.
So he gave me one from The King and the Sting. And this is a few weeks ago. It was like, I want to say maybe 3-4 weeks ago. And they were singing famous songs.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
But I think, don't you think we will get along if we actually sing the songs with the music when there's actually like the music for like karaoke?
Absolutely. Then you can get away with
Yeah,
it.
because it's not the original song and it's us singing.
Yeah, then you can get away with it.
Yeah,
And you can
dude.
find almost any tune without vocals.
What do you want to find?
Karaoke.
Yo, speaking of, God, yesterday I started seeing all my friends on Snapchat, and I go and I look and I go, God damn it!
Uh-oh.
Last night was Kiss.
Oh, I saw that. Every morning when I'm going to work, there's one of those changing fucking things. I'm like, oh shit, Kiss is coming. But the way the letters are done with the Kiss writing, I thought it said December. I'm like, yeah, I'll have to look into that. September 22nd.
Last night?
September 22nd.
Where was Kiss at last night?
The USANA.
Sauna.
Was Alanis Morissette?
I would go see
Was
Alanis
Alanis
Morissette.
more?
Could I know just from my Snapchat that Alanis Morissette was at USANA.
maybe 2 days ago. But it was this week.
You wouldn't go see Alanis Morissette?
I think so.
I dig Alanis Morissette.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
She was hot though
I
at one
do.
point. She was hot.
Yo, now she has blonde hair.
Ooh.
Look
Yo,
her up. Alanis Morissette.
How about that iconic picture of her, or the video, when she's singing and she has long ass hair covered in her tits and she's naked?
I don't think I remember that one.
She was cute. Yo, she was dating Dave Coulier.
Dave Coulier. They say that's what that song was
Yeah.
fucking written after.
Look at it, old pregos, dude.
See, look at her right there. She don't
On
look
the
too
purple?
bad in the purple. No, down under the one under the purple and the leather.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's rocking the.
Yo, you know who she reminds me of, and sometimes I find extremely attractive? Ooh, I'll take that.
Yeah! God damn! Look at those choppers.
Ho, ho.
Butter. Everything. It's got that butter face. Everything looks good. Butter face.
No, you know who she reminds me of sometimes, and I think she's delicious. Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Me and the wife. I love that you brought this up.
You both want to bang her.
No.
Yo, look
Bring
at
up-
those knockers.
No,
dude.
no,
She did
just
not
go
have
back.
those.
Just go back. Don't even look up verses. Just look up Jennifer Love Hewitt. I'm ready to disappoint you.
Oh, okay.
Now, that's old Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah.
Go to now.
I know what she looks like now because I see
Look
her on
at-
911 all the time.
Those must have been good shots. Father Time has that top one on the left.
Yeah.
Very first one. B. Oh.
Yeah, I see her on 911 on Fox all
Yo,
the time.
how about the one underneath it? Yeah, that one.
That's what I remember.
That's what I
Yo,
remember.
look, just right there where you're at, Jennifer Love Hewitt. Get rid of the now and go the client list. Did you ever see this show? I've talked about it before. The client.
Decline list? The client list.
The client.
Oh,
That was my bad. Oh, hey.
Oh, look at that one.
Yeah, I think that's what that's from.
the client. he just. Oh, sorry, I spelled that wrong.
Did that?
There you go. But that's the show. So she was a masseuse with a happy ending kind of thing.
Yeah.
Dude.
Remember, we used to call her Jennifer Love Huge Tits. Yeah, me and the wife looked her up because we saw her on that 911 show. I'm like, what happened to her?
happened to this
What
broad?
happened to this broad? So we looked it up, and I told the wife, she's like, you think she's hot? I'm like, well, so there was a time.
Who did back in the day, back when we were young, did you think it was hot?
Kathy Ireland.
That's not hot no more.
Kathy Ireland's still pretty hot. But when I was a kid, Kathy Ireland was... I had posters of Kathy Ireland.
Oh, I think I know this broad.
Keep talking.
That's funny to watch the type.
They do that too. They just sit here and watch me type shit. Like,
That did it for you, huh? Got you moist.
I mean, we're talking 90s, man.
Yeah.
Look at that on swimming suit.
swimsuit issue.
I mean, she's not weathered bad.
I mean, we all. Mine has been well documented. Dude. I masturbated so much to Pamela Anderson. It's unbelievable.
Hey, here's the next one for you.
Okay.
Yeah, look up. There you go.
We gotta.
Now, if you look at now,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
dude. Father Time has been a punk. To
Did
her.
you ever?
and probably drugs. That's
Well, she has the.
yeah.
What does she have?
Look at that one.
Does she have,
Look at that.
Does she have the hip?
Yeah, she does have the
it
help.
does have that.
Give it to me, girl. You know what though? I think for respect,
Hey,
I probably still give it to her.
here's the next one for you. Ready? Brittany Daniels. And
Probably spelled Britney wrong. That's why.
I probably did.
just
many
do
T's.
IELS. There's probably two N's in there, but it'll correct
It'll
you.
come out. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's the right chick right there.
Yeah. I remember Brittany Daniels.
Joe Dirt.
Yep. She was in Joe Dirt. I remember.
That's her twin sister?
Those are the.
That's her twin sister.
Are those? Hold on. Now that I see this picture right here on the black and red top, are these
White
the
chicks.
Oh, I'm so good. Yeah, they were hot, dude.
Yeah.
So she was big in Playboy before she ever got big in Joe Dirt and White Chicks.
Dude,
I
would
think,
you
I
ever-
think she aged pretty good.
Dude, let me
aged-
ask you something, and this is because I don't obviously I've never been through this shit. But how the fuck do you date a twin?
What do you mean?
How the fuck do you go, no, this one's cuter than this one?
That's kind of a
So the crazy part is, how do you date
binary people.
binary.
where they're, with twins where they're not female and female? One's a
Oh
male
yeah,
and
like
one's
a like a
female?
male and a female twin.
What do you mean how you date him?
How I mean?
Oh, because your woman looks like looks like a brother.
Looks just like your brother-in-law.
Well, the reason why I bring this out is I don't know if I said this story in the pod, but a few weeks ago we were at Sue's, and I don't know if you remember. I looked at you and I said, "Dude, that's so and so, Amy's best friend, my wife's best friend."
Yes.
And you know her, right? You've seen her before. So I go out of my way, but to my defense, she was with her daughter, right? So I go to the table and I go, "Hey, what's up?" And she's like, "Hi." And I go, "You guys come here often?" And obviously I hugged her and we kissed because that's the Latin thing to do. And she's very Latin driven because she's always there at the clubs and shit. So anyway, married to a Latin guy, used to be. So I was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And so I
That
talked
was
to her.
a wild rant you just went on there.
So I go, "What's going on?" And I said, "It's like, you guys come here often?" She's like, "No, we literally just walked in. We want to play darts." And I'm like, "Oh, we hear all the time, especially for the fights and shit. So I talked for him like 5 minutes, and then I said bye again. I give her a hug, and then the daughter was, "Oh, I'll see you guys later," whatever. I texted the wife and I said, "Guess who I just saw at the bar?" She goes, "Who?" And I said, "So and so." It's okay. 2 weeks go by, and the wife said, "By the way, that wasn't so and so that you saw at the bar.
That was her twin sister.
It was her twin sister." But hold on, to me, obviously being the wife's best friend, she can tell the difference.
Right.
With me, I had two things. First of all, to me, they're identical. One, and two, the twin was with the person I know's daughter.
Oh,
So
okay.
she was with her niece.
With her niece, gotcha.
So obviously I see her, looks like the person I know, and she's with her daughter. I go, "Yo, what's going?"
But she didn't let
What are
the
you
cat.
doing?
She didn't let the cat out of the bag that this is not me.
No, because I also know the sister.
Oh,
I just
okay.
don't know her as
Okay.
much as the other one.
Gotcha.
But obviously I go, "Yo, what's going on?" And she's like, "Oh, we just barely walked in." I was like, "Dude, we basically here every weekend or whatever." It says, "All right, see you later." That's our friend who goes out and plays, and she's like, "All right, cool." And so the wife's like, 2 weeks go by. It was like, that wasn't twin A, that was twin B. I was like, "Oh shit!" And I was like, "Well, it was with twin A's daughter." That's why I just went, "Oh, I put 2 and 2
In
together."
Angel's defense, I'm a bad influence, and so is Dre. So he might have had a couple of beverages.
No, well, that was when I first walked in. I saw them. Don't try to put no shit on my name, dude.
Don't you throw shade at me, boy.
Fucking talk to me like that, boy. Boy, tell you what.
Well,
Yeah, boy.
we can get some receipts on that. I mean, if we need to.
Receps.
Yeah, some sets.
Yeah, let's talk about who got drunk, huh?
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 What happened?
Yeah, see?
If I'm in the club, I'm
Fucking
drinking.
talk to
I
me
mean,
like that.
I'm on a mission.
Yeah, and then you do things you don't remember.
Oh, I remember that. I just don't want to talk about them on the podcast.
We should talk about that story on the podcast. Episode 139.
Yeah. Dude. Anyway, so what should we do for our customs? I'm just kidding.
Oh, we're going back
Did
to
we
that.
get out of here? Are we going to get out of here?
Yeah.
What are we at?
116. I mean, you about to put me in the hot seat, so let's go. Let's get out of here.
Come on, D. That's a great
home.
story.
That is a great
It
story.
is a great story.
Although it's kind of a shitty story to tell behind the camera. though.
Oh, it's a horrible story to
Well,
tell behind
I
the
mean,
camera. But maybe you can see our reaction.
I am not the show. I'm the producer. So I mean, maybe when you invite me to be a guest on the show, I'll tell the story.
Yeah, next time he goes on a vacation.
Yeah, there you go. October 14th
Wait, you're
to the
leaving
18th.
too, aren't you? When are you gonna be gone?
I'm going to be gone the 19th. I'm not going to miss a show, but
Oh,
I'll be gone my birthday,
Well, at
which
least
is
you care.
October 19th through the 21st.
Ryan Dunkelman never gave a fuck, so
Dude,
we say we're that
hey,
head.
by the way, it's worth telling. We fuck with the AC. We're good, aren't
Oh,
we?
it feels good today.
We're good.
Oh, it feels
Power
good
hasn't
today.
gone out
Fucking
yet either,
nipples.
so that's good.
This
Yo,
kid-
I have one that I pierced when I was a teenager.
Yeah, let me
That
look.
always has rock tit.
Really?
It's never gone back.
You only have one pierce?
Yeah, because it hurt so bad I didn't dare do the other one. Yeah, fuck that.
With my old boss, I told you met him.
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah.
used to have one. I'm like, what happened to the other one?
It was too painful to do the second one. Now, I did it with a piece of ice, a sewing pin, and a cork
Oh my god!
on my back patio of my house. I had one of my friends do it, and I did his right after.
B, why don't you get a bizarre tattoo on your belly?
Bismarck.
No.
Like
Bizarre.
the donut.
Bizarre.
Bizarre. No.
That was like, did he die? No, he didn't die. It was
No.
proof to die.
Proof that day.
Yeah.
I always wanted
D12.
to get Warrior
I know.
tatted across my stomach if I
Warrior?
Warrior.
Okay.
Let's talk about that.
You know, there was a huge trend.
You don't know my life, okay?
There was a huge trend of guys that did that shit on their stomachs. There was a few of them. There was the Unscarred for Phil Anselmo from Pantera.
Yeah.
Everybody did that. And then there was the assholes that did the sun around the fucking
You know
belly
who,
button.
who did the son?
For-
Famous wrestler did the son.
Batista.
Really?
Dave.
Yeah, because
Famous basketball player pierced his belly button. Come on.
would be Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman, dude. I pierced
Famous
my belly when I was
podcaster
back
pierced
home.
his tongue once.
Who?
Huh?
Famous who?
Podcaster pierced his tongue.
Famous. Dude, I want to do it again sometimes.
I still have it.
You know what they say about guys
Yeah, I
with
still
pierced
have
tongues?
Yeah, my wife loved it.
We should put them in.
You and I?
I can
Chris,
do
your
it still.
tongue, too?
Mine still. I still have a hole in
Bullshit.
there. I
Yes?
still have a hole in there. Give me a
Yes, kinda-
toothpick. Do you have any toothpicks?
Dude, if you're not on the YouTube right now,
I'm ready to show you something that is going to make you guys trip.
JS.
He sucks his own dick. No way! Why?
What? Wait.
But now,
Put
is that
on the
because of
camera.
the piercing?
Rubbed a hole in my web
That was. I think I got hard on
because
that
I gauged it so big.
Yeah.
It'll never heal. It'll never.
Oh, that because I was gonna say. Oh, how long do you have it for?
A couple years.
See, I've only had it for a couple months.
Is it
maybe.
still? Can you still? Oh,
No, give me yours. Dude. Well, maybe close it, huh? Huh.
So you can't put a thing through your tongue anymore?
Fuck no, dude. The day that I took it off, I couldn't put it back on.
I had a double aught gauge, so a 0-0. But I could put a big pen.
God damn, were you into SM or SM or MS? Oh, SM.
SM.
MS is a thing, isn't it? It's a fucking. What is MS?
MS, multiple sclerosis. Yeah, I'm into that.
Jeez, Angel.
I'm into vegetables. I said I was a vegetarian. Now it's time to end the show.
That is what you call a comeback. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And with that, we'll get out of here, turn the lights off, and we're going to close the door. Brian, where can they fucking find you?
I don't even know anymore.
Good,
God damn
Justin,
it.
tell them you're fucking
I've said it 100 and some times.
You know where to find me. Until next time, take care of yourselves out there, and we will see you on the other side of the beehive.
Do you know what the worst part about having sex with a vegetable is?
What?